Have you ever caught your dog doing something totally weird, like spinning in circles before lying down, staring at you while you eat, or rolling in something absolutely disgusting? We laugh, we scratch our heads, and sometimes we even wonder what on earth is going on inside that furry little brain. The truth is, dogs have reasons for everything they do, even the strange stuff. Most of their odd behaviors are rooted in instinct, communication, or their deep emotional bond with you. So today, we're uncovering the 15 strangest dog behaviors and what they actually mean. Some might surprise you, others might make your heart melt, but by the end of this video, you'll understand your pup better than ever. 1. Spinning in circles before lying down. You've seen it. Your dog walks in tight little circles before finally plopping down to sleep. It looks funny, but it's actually ancient instinct. Long before dogs were domesticated, their wild ancestors would trample down grass or leaves to create a comfortable sleeping spot. Spinning also helped them check the area for snakes, bugs, or hidden dangers before resting. Even though your dog now sleeps on a cozy bed or couch, that primal behavior remains. It's their way of saying, let me make sure this spot is safe and comfy before I settle down. So the next time your dog does their little pre-nap dance, smile. You're watching thousands of years of instinct in motion. 2. Tilting their head when you talk. That adorable head tilt, it melts hearts every time. But have you ever wondered why dogs do it? It's not just cuteness. Dogs tilt their heads to understand you better. When they hear your voice, tilting helps adjust their ears and pinpoint where the sound is coming from. It also helps them read your facial expressions more clearly, because some of your face might be hidden behind your nose or hair from their perspective. Basically, when your dog tilts their head, they're trying their best to understand what you're saying. It's concentration, not confusion. So go ahead, keep talking to them. They're listening with their whole heart. 3. Rolling in smelly things outside. Let's be honest, this one's gross. You give your dog a nice bath and the next day they're rolling in dirt, mud, or worse, something dead. Why? Well, as weird as it sounds, this comes from their wild ancestry too. In the wild, dogs would roll in strong scents, like dead animals or droppings, to mask their smell from predators or prey. It's their version of camouflage. Even though your modern pup doesn't need to hide from anything, that instinct still kicks in. To them, that awful smell is like perfume. So, while it's disgusting to us, to your dog, it's eau de nature. But yes, it still means another bath is coming. 4. Staring at you while you eat. You sit down for dinner, and there they are. Big eyes, still as a statue, watching every bite. It's not just begging. When your dog stares at you during mealtime, it's partly curiosity, partly hope, and partly love. In the wild, pack members often share food, so to your dog, watching you eat might be an ancient social ritual. But on a deeper level, it's also about connection. Dogs learn a lot about human emotions through eye contact. So while they might want a bite of your sandwich, they're also just engaging with you, saying it on our, I'm part of your pack too. Still, maybe don't give them that piece of pizza. 5. Sleeping with their back to you. It might seem odd, you'd think they'd want to face you. But when your dog sleeps with their back turned, it's actually a sign of trust. In the wild, turning your back means vulnerability, like you can't see threats coming. When your dog does that with you, it means they feel completely safe in your presence. They're saying, I trust you to protect me while I rest. It's one of the purest, most beautiful signs of love a dog can show. They're not ignoring you. They're showing they feel at peace beside you. 6. Kicking their leg when you scratch a certain spot. You scratch that magic spot on your dog's belly, and suddenly their leg starts kicking uncontrollably, like they're pedaling a bike. That's called the scratch reflex. It's an automatic response triggered when you touch certain nerves connected to their spinal cord. It doesn't mean they're ticklish or annoyed, it's just their body reacting. However, it can also tell you which spots are sensitive or itchy. So if your dog starts doing it more often than usual, it could be worth checking for skin irritation or fleas. But when it happens during a belly rub, don't worry. It just means you've found the spot. 7. Bringing you random gifts. Sometimes your dog might drop a sock, toy, or even a stick at your feet, completely unprompted. It might seem weird, but this is actually a form of affection. In the canine world, bringing items is a gesture of sharing and bonding. Your dog is saying, "Well, come, this makes me happy. I want to share it with you." It's the same reason mother dogs bring food to their puppies or pack members share prey in the wild. So, the next time your pup proudly brings you a random object, don't scold them. Smile, say thank you, and maybe toss it for a quick game of fetch. They're just trying to love you in their own special way. 8. Sniffing your guests, sometimes in embarrassing places. We've all been there. Your dog greets a guest and immediately starts sniffing them. A little too thoroughly. While it can be embarrassing, it's actually perfectly natural. Dogs use scent to gather information. Who someone is, where they've been, and even what mood they're in. Sniffing is how they read people. Those sensitive areas like hands, shoes, and yes, crotches, carry the strongest scents. So that's where dogs focus their investigation. To them, it's like shaking hands and saying, "Nice to meet you." They're not being rude, they're just being dogs. 9. Chasing their tail. Chasing might look silly and entertaining, but it can mean a few different things. Sometimes it's just play. Dogs, especially puppies, discover their tail and think, "Hey, what's that thing?" But excessive tail chasing can be a sign of boredom, anxiety, or pent-up energy. If your dog does it frequently or obsessively, they might need more mental stimulation or exercise. Try adding puzzle toys, interactive games, or longer walks. Occasional tail chasing is fine, but constant spinning could be your dog's way of saying, "I need something to do." 10. Eating grass. You've probably seen it. Your dog stops during a walk, sniffs the grass, and starts munching like a little cow. It's one of the most common, weird behaviors, and surprisingly, it's not always bad. Dogs eat grass for a few reasons. Sometimes to help their digestion, sometimes to make themselves vomit when they feel unwell, and other times just because they like the taste or texture. It's completely normal in moderation. But if your dog eats large amounts of grass frequently, it's a good idea to check with your vet, just to rule out stomach issues. Otherwise, it's just their natural way of adding a little salad to their diet. 11. Walking in circles. Before pooping. It might look funny watching your dog spin around a few times before they finally do their business, but there's actually a fascinating reason behind it. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to the Earth's magnetic field. Studies have shown that they often align themselves along the north-south axis when relieving themselves. Sounds unbelievable, right? But science backs it up. It's also partly instinct. Wild dogs used to trample the grass around them to spot predators and make sure the area was safe before doing something as vulnerable as going to the bathroom. So when your pup spins around on the lawn, they're not just being picky, they're making sure it's the perfect spot. 12. Hiding their favorite toys or bones. Ever found one of your dog's toys buried in the backyard or hidden behind a couch cushion? You might think they've forgotten it, but it's actually part of their natural instinct. Dogs are descendants of animals that used to hunt and store food for later. Even though your dog knows dinner comes right on time every night, that ancient instinct to save something for later still kicks in. When your pup buries a bone or hides their favorite toy, they're simply doing what feels natural, saving something valuable in a safe place. It's their version of keeping a secret stash. And fun fact, dogs tend to hide their most loved items. So if they bury a specific toy, it's because it's their favorite. 13. Barking or growling in their sleep. You've probably seen your dog twitch, wag, or even softly bark while sleeping and it's adorable. But what's really happening? Just like humans, dogs dream during REM sleep, the deep stage of rest. When their paws twitch or they make small noises, it's because they're living out their dreams. They might be chasing a ball, playing with another dog, or even dreaming about you. Those little sounds and movements are their mind processing experiences from the day. So the next time you see your dog barking softly in their sleep, don't wake them up. They're probably having the best dream ever. 14. Leaning their whole body against you. Sometimes your dog will press their body against your legs, lean into you while sitting, or even flop their entire weight across your lap. It might seem like clinginess, but it's actually one of the sweetest forms of affection. Leaning is your dog's way of seeking comfort, connection, and reassurance. In their world, physical closeness equals safety. In a dog pack, pups lean against their mother or siblings when they need warmth or protection. When your dog does it to you, they're saying, "You make me feel safe." So even if your leg falls asleep under their weight, take it as one of the highest compliments. It means you're their safe place. 15. Carrying something around in their mouth for no reason. You've seen it. Your dog grabs a toy, a shoe, or even a random sock, and just walks around holding it. They're not playing, not chewing, just proudly carrying it. This behavior often means comfort. It reminds them of being a puppy when they'd carry things in their mouths to feel secure. Some dogs even do it when they're happy or excited, like when you come home after a long day. For others, it's an expression of nurturing. Female dogs especially might carry toys gently as if they were puppies, a sign of affection and emotional attachment. It's their way of saying, "This makes me feel calm and happy." Dogs are quirky, funny, and sometimes downright confusing, but that's what makes them so special. Every spin, stare, or strange habit tells you something about who they are and how they feel. Their odd behaviors aren't flaws. They're glimpses into how deeply they experience the world. When you start understanding what those behaviors mean, you stop seeing them as weird and start seeing them as communication. Because behind every strange little action is one simple truth. Your dog loves you, trusts you, and is just trying to connect in their own unique way. If you learned something new today, give this video a thumbs up. It helps us reach more amazing dog parents like you. Tell us in the comments which of these strange behaviors does your dog do the most? The head tilt, the grass munching, or maybe the rolling in mystery smells move. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell because in our next video, until then, love your pup, quirks and all, because their weirdness is just another way of saying, "I'm happy, I'm safe, and I'm home."